want to settle in and play their game and defend that advantage.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Come on, let's go.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling court for very long. You're not hearing everyone.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Raiders pick it up.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
A first down carry by Elliott. Down to the 25. Nick Bosa, Defensive Player of the Year, in on the tackle. From the 25, here's a second down and 9. Play action. Now it's Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. Now a battle for the football, and it's caught. It's a touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game. It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On third down, it's Purdy. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 45-yard line. They only needed 1 yard on third down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Out of the gun, Purdy. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good. They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. T.J. Hockenson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Tackle made by Chase Young. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, Did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And back deep, Cooper Kupp. And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line. 21-0 our score after 1. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here. As they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. There they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. Yetur Gross-Matos getting in there to make the play. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to it, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes. Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Daniels. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position. Well, pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. 1st down, here's Mitchell. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now he'll try to run with this. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And, wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay a 3-touchdown game. Well, when you got a kicker out there who's already missed twice, he definitely would rather have about a 30-yarder rather than one from a neighboring county.
Can we agree to just give him a pass on that one? It would have definitely been a way to turn his mood around, but instead, it's a third miss and another scoreless possession.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
That's down the field for Jefferson. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It's a big play there for Vegas. And even 50 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders are able to widen their lead here in this first half. It's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away. But this one might be over by halftime.
And since you've already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
Just a 4-play drive that time, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep this confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Award that tackle for loss to the safety, Buda Baker. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Short throw there, caught by Thomas. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Off play action. Daniels. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. First week of the preseason, probably not the pass, the impression that the rookie wants to leave right there.
Yeah, no probably about it, because that's not what you want to do to try and impress your new coaching staff, try to impress your locker room, and most importantly, yourself. Probably spent all night last night saying, don't throw an interception early. Make sure you take care of the football. But now he's got it out of the way. Hopefully he can just settle in and move on.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Dobbs throw complete there to Thomas. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. That was 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And the fair catch is made. It's going to pin him back here at the 7-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd and a couple. Off the play fake. Daniels. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It's a gain of 34.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They work now on 2nd and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
To throw on 3rd down, Daniels. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Dobbs now on 2nd down. Over the middle, and he's got Gray. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. To throw is Dobbs. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Dobbs is throwing. He's got Thomas yet again complete. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 2nd down, Dobbs. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Dobbs to throw. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
You know, if this is the regular season partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. A final shot before break. Daniels. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down to 3. So just 2 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started on the first Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, most of the starters have made their cameo and departed, but plenty of youngsters out there with a lot to gain or lose as we get you right back out to Brandon God.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
On the run, this is Gray. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Now, the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game.
He's got a man, complete. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Ronnie Bell, 40 yards. And the Niners are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So that, Charles, their first score of the ball game, obviously, coming here in the third quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
Moody good with the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just scared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Daniels into a double team, and it's intercepted. Isaac Yedem picks it, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. Rolling to his right. They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will stay a 3-touchdown game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Daniels. A quick throw there is incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
On third down, Daniels. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Dobbs. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Dobbs. Short throw to the tight end Thomas. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Able to find Gray here. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Now Dobbs. And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will stay a 3-touchdown game. 5 missed field goals, just a disastrous performance.
And he won't get another chance, I can't imagine. Partner, he may want to get the resume ready, too.
Yeah, maybe time to dust it off.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Daniels.
That's down the field for Jefferson.
Touchdown, Raiders.
Justin Jefferson.
41 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. The 49ers offense making its way back out there.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
A yard all they need, but it's third down.
On play action, it's Dobbs. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more. Preseason football on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Dobbs.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's Dobbs to throw.
Screenplay setting it up for Mitchell.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing here, Dobbs.
Finding room at midfield.
And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. Back to throw Dobbs. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw again.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Out of the gun, Dobbs. Over the middle, complete. It's Bell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Slant route complete to Bell. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Now an option play, and he'll keep it.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. they've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Mitchell. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively, kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple.
On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Williams. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
2nd and 7.
They'll run it with Williams.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
A first run for the backup, Abdullah.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Now a handoff running through the middle. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
2nd and 4. They could still get a 1st down without scoring.
Williams. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this fourth quarter. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
Operating from the gun. Dobbs.
That's complete, left side to Gray.
7 yards there and a first down. Looking to throw. Dobbs. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bell. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 40. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the Raiders have got him.
Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. Dobbs
finding Gray on the out route.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Open man, there's Gray.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 19. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.
Celebration time tonight on the Strip as we say so long from Las Vegas.